Okay. Hi, my name is Sergey Savastyuk. I have a PhD in applied mathematics, and I'm going to talk today about interesting topic, how to select the best AI robot for your profile, okay? So what I'm going to cover today, I'm going to cover important buttons, follow, unfollow, if you have one robot, and in case of you have all the robots. Some people getting confused with this approach, and I'm going to clarify it on a specific account which has a subscription on one robot, okay? So then I will show you the difference between AI robot signals only versus virtual accounts. Then I'm going to show a new feature which we just released this week, how to search by several tickers, how to search function by several tickers. Search for what? Obviously for AI robot, okay? Then I'm going to be showing you features, different types of features for stocks, different types of AI robots, and then I will show you the function of sorting by time duration, Sharpe ratio, and others. I will show you how to interpret the main statistics, and at the very end, I will show you how we arrived to this point for many years of our development. Okay. So let's start from follow, unfollow, right? So let's see. Yeah, right here. So in order to get to this page, we go to AI robots, and then we click here, and then we're right here on this page. So the subscription is such that, let's do it here. Yeah. Subscription is set up in such a way that if you subscribe for one bundle, then you're going to be able to follow one robot. If you subscribe for all robots, then you can follow all of them at the same time without restrictions. It means all you can approach, okay? So the way it works, so for instance, some time ago, I clicked on this robot, and you see it means it is selected, and then it marked as unfollow. That means all others I can follow. For instance, I like another one. So I click here, and then what I see, this is actually kind of a new button and new description. So what happens? And this is a text which is right here. So you can actually follow and unfollow any robot at any time if you have all robots. But let's assume you have one. So then you can switch from one robot to another to watch statistic during off trading hours, okay? So when trading hours start, then you can follow only one. So that means if it is right now the time of trading hours, I can click follow another one. As you can see now, I can look at all statistics and everything here. But if I stay with this position and then trading hours will start at 9:30, then I will not be able to switch to follow. What it means to follow, it means if I click here, view details, so then I will not be able to watch all these trades right here, okay? So that's the first thing, follow, unfollow. But if you subscribe to all robots, then this button disappears, and then you can follow all of them at the same time at any time, okay? So that's the first thing we covered. I wanted to do it upfront because we've seen people having confusion with that, and I covered this point, okay? Now, the second point, signals only versus virtual accounts. Let's cover that one. What's the difference, okay? So as you can see, this is the first generation of our robots, and then this is the second generation of our robots. We call it virtual accounts, okay? So let me tell you the difference. The difference is that here we do not trade specific account. That means we do not trade any specific amount of money. That means we are here, do not apply any money management techniques. Okay. So if you go here, view details, you are not going to be able to find specific account. But then you will say then what and how to understand approximately. Then approximately it works the following way. So we have this important data point, maximum open trades, 53. So that means if every time we trade 10,000, so that means this account, as if it would have been an account, never been higher than 530,000. So that means it is approximate. So that means if you trade with 1,000, then it's going to be 53,000. Okay. So that means 53, it is a maximum open. That's the main characteristic of signals only. And then you see, we do not trade a specific amount. Now, let's go back and then look at the virtual accounts, okay? In virtual accounts, what we did, we took algorithms tested on signals only, right? So that means we're kind of giving signals and record them as if they are in your brokerage account, but they're paper trades. And then we present them here, okay, on the first generation. The second generation, we here present a specific amount, okay? So what it means all statistics and everything you might have here is here for a specific number. You see, if you are trading, let's say, 500,000, then all statistics are going to be recalculated for this specific amount. Let's assume you are trading minimum 25,000, then all statistics are recalculated to this amount, and all other entry points like number of shares and everything related to that are going to be recalculated. That's one thing. And the second thing is, because we have a specific amount, then we apply money management techniques to manage that account, virtual account, okay? So that means the robot is trading very specific amount of money, and that's the difference between signals only and virtual accounts, okay? So just to give you a roadmap, since we're on this line, I'm going to tell you the roadmap of our development, and at the end of the presentation, I will do it again. But what we're going into is we are now on a third generation of robots. What we're doing is taking the copies from virtual accounts. Why from virtual? Because this is a specific amount we are managing, okay? And then right now connecting our virtual accounts to our real accounts, meaning we took our own money, okay, company's money, and started trading there with our virtual account. So that means we're copying trades from these accounts to our own real money accounts. Because right now, the way these robots here and here work, you have to look and you have to go to your brokerage and copy. Here, we are making these trades automatically, okay, from virtual accounts, not from this, from this. Then, when we release it, you're going to be able to see and watch and also copy, if you want, from our real accounts, okay? So you're going to see exactly what is going on, okay, with real money. And the track record is good. We're going to release it pretty soon. Then, what's going to happen in the fourth generation, when we're convinced that this connection is reliable enough for other people to use it, so right now we're connecting to TD Ameritrade, then you're going to do the following. You're going to kind of work with these accounts, virtual accounts, and then maybe do it manually. And then you're going to say, you know what? I like the way these algorithms work. And then I'm tired to making these manual trades, and then why don't I do the copy? It's going to be like a Tesla, driverless Tesla, where you're going to observe how a machine, meaning the AI robots, are going to be trading on your account. You can stop, you can postpone, you can do whatever you want. It's all going to be in your control, but you're going to be able to do it if you are tired to make manual trades on the first generation, second generation, or third generation. Okay, so that's the difference between signals only and virtual accounts, because then we're copying from virtual accounts here, and then you're going to be able to copy actually from both, from this and this. Okay, but that's not released yet. Next, new search function. Yeah, this is a really a good function because I'm kind of excited because what happens if you go to our homepage, then you can actually, it's kind of off topic, you can actually have a watch list and then see if we have a robot for Netflix. Okay, so we have that function. So you can add here, let's say, it is what Agilent. I'm adding here, Agilent, okay, then boom, it is added. But then the question is, what is this column? This column is for the daily signals. Buy daily, sell daily signals, and actually it is green. It's actually doing really well. This is a short position. This is a couple of long positions, and then it works well. But then some people want to get more involved in the intraday type of trading. Okay, and then you see here is a button. For instance, you can click here and see whether or not we have robots for Netflix. Okay, so let's see if we're going to get it. Yes, you see, for signals only, we have this type of records and this type of record for Netflix. Nah, it's kind of not impressive. Okay, let's look at the meta. Because robots, yeah, you see, these are good records. So no virtual accounts for Meta, which is Facebook, but for signals only, we have 44 and 30%. That means it's good, okay? So let's look for what's going on with Microsoft. This is a performance for the last 6 months. We're taking this performance, and then boom, that means we don't have it, okay? So let's look at Apple. Strange, we don't have a Microsoft. Yeah, we have it. You see, this is honest performance for one particular position. Okay, so that means you can add any position and then analyze. You can read the news, and then actually it's a good way to track the records. So, for instance, this one was added. Netflix was added June 22. 2021, and so it gave me minus 19%, right? But in June 22, the same day, I added Microsoft and just to the watch list, and it added to me 73%. This is very kind of a cool column for me. And then you can do other ways of tracking by making paper trades right here. Okay, but it's again of the topic. But the idea was of this column was to help you to find the robots for particular ticker. Okay, so if we go back to AI robots, or we can do it right here. Okay, so you see, this is the search. This is a global search. We can do it either here. Okay. Yeah, but we're recording. Okay, you're gonna get this recording even via email. Okay, so let me go back. So either here. So let's do it. So Agilent. Okay, and it says add more tickers. Okay, so I'm clicking here again, and let's say Alcalar. Okay, now I have 2 tickers. You can add here up to 5 tickers. And then when you click go, then you're going to be able, you see, This is a search field. And now what this search did for us, it found tickers with both Alcalar and Agilent, the Agilent A, it is Alcala, and then it gave us robots which are trading in one signals only robot, both. Okay, so let's assume I want to add more. Let's say Microsoft. Okay, I'm adding Microsoft. I have now 3. Do I have 3? Yes, I have 3. You see, I have 2 robots with 3. One robot is not doing well, don't follow, right? And then one robot is doing relatively well, and then other robots by 2. So you see A, which is the Agilent and Microsoft, doing really well, right? So this one, and then others, okay? So this is a really cool feature. Why? Because definitely you have some preferences of some interest in a particular tickers. And then if you want to add, let's say if you add, let's say Meta, okay, boom, you have now found, you see that's the same, 4 of them. So up to 5, you can do the search, okay? That covers this point. And I'm really excited about this one because we kept getting requests from users how to find really a robot which covers several of tickers I like. Okay, that's what's going on, okay? So now, what I'm going to do next is to show you all other filters which help you to go through your kind of a profile, meaning not through profile, but matching your interest to our robots. Let's do a small introduction, okay? So the one thing is your trading profile, for instance, style, day traders versus swing traders. So one of the feature in our search and our sorting is the trade duration, okay? So that means the more days in your trade, the more you are a swing trader. So it could be days, week in a position. Day traders, they're trying to get in and get out within 1 day. They might be even longer, 1 or 2 days, stay overnight, but they're really concerned with their sleeping in a position. They're trying to get out. So that's the people who are day traders, and they kind of get in, get out, and these are longer days or weeks, okay? So this is your profile. So in order to select the proper robot, you have to really understand how often you want to trade. So then let's take another element of trading profile is the risk, okay? So you can be a low risk guy or girl, right? Or high. So then one of the elements you should look at so-called drawdown, okay? So what is the drawdown? Drawdown is, let's assume you keep making money. You made, let's say, 8,000, okay? And then all of a sudden, you are losing. So that means our robot or you started losing money. So then you've got to this point and then started going up, okay? Or at any other points, right here, it's drawdown, here, drawdown, this is a drawdown, right? But if it went up, so that means it's going to be a absolute maximum drawdown if it never was greater than this amount. Let's see, 8,000 to 2,000, then this is the drawdown is 6,000. Okay, so that means this particular chart has 6,000 in the drawdown. Okay, so now let's go back to the robot selection. Okay, so I'm going to remove the search by tickers and then start showing you different types of features. As you can see here, if you follow one robot, then by clicking there, immediately you find the one you follow. If you follow all of them, then you're not going to have this button. Okay, then you have here, it is supposed to have, that means no, you did not put notification on any of them, including the one you follow. So let's check if it's gonna work. So I'm following this one, and then I'm here. You see, I have not enabled notification for this robot. I'm gonna enable notification. You see, notification is enabled, and that means you're gonna get emails, right? So let's check if it works. Follow this one, notification on, the same one, okay? So let's assume that you have subscription for all robots, and then you can make notification from 5 of them. So that means you're going to be able to find 5 here of all you follow right now, okay? And you have notifications on. This is a very important feature because you can quickly find those you are being notified, right? Okay, now, so let's go to all. And then next one, as I said, feature. So if you want to work only with stocks, then stay with this position, because then these are robots for Forex and crypto. If you don't need them, just stay with this, okay? Now, next one, features. Here, these are all robots which are based only on technical analysis. These were our first set of robots where we had only technical analysis. Like I will tell you the history of our development. So we having a pattern search engine. So our neural network goes to the market and finds patterns, and then presents them and makes trades on them, okay? These are different topics. Actually, you can go and look at the previous webcast. That's where I go through details of this type of engines, okay? So if you want only technical analysis, then you go here, okay? Then we took our screener and then develop robots only fundamental analysis, So that means they're kind of a longer term robots, and they're only fundamental analysis. And then what we did, we took fundamental analysis and then applied trading around good stocks or bad stocks, okay? So then we developed robots with both technical analysis, fundamental analysis. Actually, I like those more. Why? Because it gives really a good perspective. So for instance, I'm extracting a good fundamental analysis robots. And that's what a lot of people do, looking at fundamental analysis and then place their big bets and stay with them. But what we do differently is we take good stocks and then trade around them, okay? So that means technical and fundamental analysis. These are all robots. We have 31 of them, okay? So you always can see how many been extracted. Now, if you remember, we look at the profile. So that means if you're a swing trader, then you click here. Okay, so you see, we click stocks, we click technical fundamental analysis, now swing traders. These are swing traders. And in order to see how long this stock, these robots actually stay in trade, we click here. And as you can see, this is an important element of you understanding how often you are going to get into the trade. So you see an average, obviously, okay? So you see an average, it could be longer, could be shorter, but on average, you say, okay, I'm okay to get into the position about in and out 3 days. You say, okay, that's the robot. You click here, you follow this one. If you have one, then it's a good one. You can watch everything and then follow during the trading hours. During, again, as I explained before, during time of trading hours, so by New York Times, it's between 9:30 and 4, you can look at any statistic at any time, okay? So let's look at other options. Then we extracted some buttons like popular robots, popular stocks, diversified, some high-tech, long only. So you see, these are complicated robots which are having only long positions, okay? And you see, only long positions, 23 average duration day. Why? Because here I left the average duration as a sorting, and I'm getting really good robots, but they stay 8 days, 15 days, 18 days. You see, that's a long only. So that means there are no short positions in these robots. And I'm not explaining here how to trade short positions, assuming you know that. If you don't, then just buy stocks, then consider your profile as a long only, okay? Why it is important to know what you want? I always tell that story when I heard very first time, many years ago, maybe my guess would be 25 years ago, when I first took a class on investing. Then the professor said that the people could be short, people could be tall, people could be slim, could be oversized, and all of them require different clothes, right? So the dress is typically tailored per size. The same thing is here. If you know who you are, you have to find something which trades around your profile. So that means if it is a low risk, it's a high risk, and I showed you where to find the statistics. So for instance, you see, we are talking about the profit versus drawdown, absolute drawdown for this amount. So it means look at the drawdown if you are looking for risks, right? If you are looking for average time duration, that means you are most likely here a swing trader with a long only positions. If you don't trade short, so then it's long only. If you trade and you like only high tech, we have only a couple of robots, okay? If you like to be diversified, then that's another robot, okay? If it's only finance, then it's another robot, okay? So that's what these buttons are all about, okay? Then another feature is that number of trades per day. Okay, this is also an important thing. For instance, you don't want to have too many trades per day. So what you can do is restrict. So let's take here all and restrict by number of trades per day. Let's assume you don't want to have more than 10 days per day. Okay, not more than 10 days per trade, from 0 to 10. So that means these are your robots, and you see they're sorted by average time duration. Let's assume I want to sort by other, let's say by profit, okay? So then I can sort by profit, and then this is the absolute numbers, and then this is a percentage. All time, this kind of is not working. So let me see, Sharpe ratio, okay? What is the Sharpe ratio? Just kind of give you a sense. The more this line is straight, the higher the Sharpe ratio. So it's a kind of a complicated formula for professionals, but as you can see, the more we're gonna move to here, yeah, let me remove this, okay, number of trades. I made it all just to show you the straight line, okay? Let me do like that, from this, oh yeah, from high to this one, Sharpe ratio, okay? So as you can see, the straighter the line, the higher the Sharpe ratio, okay? So let's look at the virtual accounts. The same thing, Sharpe ratio. You see here also sorted by Sharpe ratio. So you can find the proper, let's say, profit factor. It's also an important characteristic of the robot, and the higher this profit factor for virtual accounts or for signals only, you see profit factor must be greater, at least more than 1.3, 1.5, 1.5, right? Why? Because it is we're taking all winning rates against all losing rates on average, and then actually I have it somewhere definition of the profit factor. You see average profit versus average loss. So when we accumulate, then it should be greater than 0.5. That's a best case, and it would be really good, right? So we do have those robots. Another thing is that when we're going to continue our development of different robots, then what we're going to do for signals only, we're going to assume that the people are following these robots actually mostly manually, okay? These robots we're going to be developing mostly for those who are going to be trading automatically, plus really following to the point, to the each trade, okay? So let's get inside of these robots. So I'm kind of giving instructional videos. Now we're getting inside, okay? So what we here see is ability to watch all statistics, okay? So as you can see, what I like to look at, okay? What I like to look at. Annualized return, 19%, right? Profit factor, 2.12, which is good. Then absolute drawdown, 7,000 out of 61, which is good. Okay. Then average time duration is 3 days. That's okay for me. As you can see, average trade profit is greater than average trade loss, which is good. Long position won 62%, short position won 71, which is really good, actually. This is a really good rate, okay? So these are main characteristics I'm looking for. They are in this column, and a little bit of that. Then you can look for more. And as I said, for signals only, this is important number. Maximum open trades 47, so that means 10,000. It's about 470,000 on account, never been higher, okay? So that's the main characteristics, okay? So in this robot, what we see, we don't see open trades. This is all closed trades. This is all pending orders. These are all the closed trades. So what happens if you follow this robot tomorrow, right? Then what you're supposed to have here, line by line, the lines are going to be coming here during the trading hours. So if a robot trades, you can see it here, okay? So I am showing that from the account which is subscribed to the one robot. Let me show you one feature where my another account is subscribed to all robots. So let me log out, okay? And actually, this is our homepage of tickeron.com before login. And then actually, we're supposed to introduce here the same feature of search. Yeah, you see, we can watch it, okay? Okay, now let me log in with a different name on my Facebook account. So I'm gonna go to AI robots. Okay, now you see, I don't have a here button follow unfollow. Okay. Let me take only stocks. Okay, now I have this, and so important feature here is that if you want to follow several robots, and then you definitely cannot to watch several of these pages, right, at the same time. Okay, so that's the problem with the following several robots. So that one, let's assume I want to follow. Okay, so for that reason, we have this button, switch, be precise, copy automatically these trades to my paper trades. Okay, so you see this one is a very important switch for people who subscribe to all robot and want to follow, let's say 3 to 4 to 5, whatever the number. Then I can accumulate all my trades from signals only to my paper trades. So you see, in my paper trades, I used to make manual trades, but now I don't make manual trades. You see, I'm doing that relatively well, but you see, these are robots which are copying trades to one page. So that means if you want to follow one page, but you want to follow 5 or 6 or more robots or whatever number, right? If you subscribe to all of them, it's going to be too many trades. You can put this switch on the robot, then it's going to be reflected here. If you want to unswitch, you can do it here or on each robot. Okay. So that's an important feature. I even don't have it here, but I showed you main statistic. I showed you that. And to the conclusion, I told you I'm going to tell you briefly the history of our development and the conclusion. So what we did create neural network to do the pattern recognition, okay? Then we did create neural network for trend recognition. So it means we can calculate whether or not the trend is going to continue. Then we expanded, these are engines for end of day. Then we expanded these real-time patterns to the intraday patterns. You can look my webcast, actually previous weeks, I was talking about this one, and this one I'm going to be talking in a couple of weeks, okay? Then we developed screener for fundamental technical analysis with time machine, okay? Then we have this buy-sell daily signals. I'll show you the column. That was kind of very simple aggregation. And then what was happening when we were releasing all these engines, then the people kept asking us, how would you use, how would you trade? Show us your track record, okay? So what we did, we created automatically traded automatic trading out of this engine and some other technologies we developed. These ones will show some of the stuff we have inside. Then we presented the signals only, then virtual accounts, our real money, and then your real money. So this is our roadmap of the development, okay? So let me know if you have any questions, and I will try to answer. If not, then I will conclude this presentation. It's been like 39 minutes, which is kind of longer than I thought for instructional video. Hopefully they're going to make it good. Any questions? No? Thank you guys for listening. Hopefully it's going to help you, but you're definitely going to see this type of signals in our next instructional video, which is going to be released. And you're also going to be able to watch this video in recording. Somebody requested a recording, but that recording is going to be released actually on YouTube channel tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and then you're going to be able to watch it again. Thank you guys, and goodbye.